Bonjour. I don't know French. Los. I'm just gonna do Spanish. Los godipos. Sorry, you're better at Spanish. We are here. JT, you want to tell them why we're rocking the turtlenecks?
Yeah, what up, everybody? It's International French Dip Day. So to honor a legendary sandwich and one that has brought us so much joy, we all dressed as French dudes. So that entails wearing turtlenecks, and that's it. And then a French attitude as well. Mm-hmm. So what up? Big ups to the French dip, invented here in Los Angeles, but French. So legends.
Dude, huge shout out to Au Jus. Au Jus is probably my favorite liquid dip for a sandwich.
For sure.
Are there any other liquid dips? That's what makes the French so revolutionary. I don't even know if there are any other liquid dips besides creamy ones.
That is the biggest revolution in France, was the invention of the au jus sauce.
Huge.
Everyone knows that historically that's the truth. Mm-hmm. Also, fat shout out to the horseradish dip.
Love horseradish.
You gotta have that.
Just
horseradish.
bought a bottle of that the other day.
Oh,
so clutch, dude. Are you infusing that into a lot of recipes that you're making at home? You're making a lot of dank stuff these days.
Oh, that's kind. This is very generous of you, man. You didn't have to say something like that.
And I'm honored to say that. And Chad, me giving JT this compliment, I want you to know, and the listeners to know, especially Cream Jeans, because I've seen Cream Jeans out there trying to start beef, because I made a dank chocolate ganache.
Saw that.
Thank you for commenting. I was really proud of that. And Chad, you've been making some recipes and you've been taking a lot of flack. And I want you to know that I support you in your culinary journey, which French is your favorite cuisine. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the French are known for a lot of their great natural ingredients. So I think it's apt that we talk about it today. And how are you feeling going forward, you know, taking such flack about your grilled cheese and your...
Yeah, you know, my fiance, she cooks for us, but, you know, she's been working hard. It's the holiday season. She's out there making sales. So I was like, you know, I got the night alone tonight. I'm going to make myself grilled cheese and put some pepper jack on there, some butter, sourdough toast, toss it on there. And I was so proud of myself. I was so pumped on it that I posted a photo on Instagram, stoked on this grilled cheese. Immediately, I just got ripped to shreds. They're like, the cheese isn't melted all the way.
Whoa.
And, you know, that's just it was a classic lesson in having just too much pride. I was, you know, I thought I was cordon bleu by that point, you know, like literally the guy, Mr. Cordon. So, yeah, so it took a lot of flack, and then, you know, it took some time to reevaluate for that next week and just applied myself. I spent the whole week studying grilled cheese. You know, it's a staple of France. I was like, bonjour, you know, gouda. And I was like, and then I made a grilled cheese, and I think I redeemed myself. Some say I burnt the toast, but I made a melted cheese, grilled cheese, and I was pretty pumped on it.
Wow. So do you feel like people were too hard on you?
No, I loved it. I love the criticism.
You thrive on that.
I thrive on it. I was like, you know what? I needed this. Thank you for knocking me down a peg. You know, I got called a taint sniffer, a trout sniffer, a dink, a human chode. I got called a piece of shit 5 times.
And those were just people in your family?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My mom was like, who did I raise? Like, you are literally a piece of shit.
Yeah, your mom side texted me. She goes, Chad's being such a huge pussy right now.
Yeah. My dad texted me. He's like, you know, you are the biggest chode I've ever seen in my life.
It's a generational thing for sure, because my dad was side texting me, and he was just hammering you with gay pejoratives.
Yeah.
And I had to be like, Dad, let's hold up a second, because A, you know, gay people make a good sandwich. B,
was
that's
that
my
your
boy.
Was that your? I got a unknown number.
His burner account. His burner number.
Yeah, because I was like, man, this guy's really going in on me, saying I love dudes.
And it's a lot of work, because his dad.
That was your dad.
That was my dad.
His dad's texting from a flip phone.
Yeah, he's texting from a flip phone.
So to write a gay pejorative from a flip phone, you actually have to you have to hammer the key 3 times and then go to the next one to find the right letter.
In defense of my dad, he said he had been bummed for a while, and he said that made him feel a lot better. So you've helped my dad a lot.
I'm happy to be of service. Yeah, I mean, if anyone's feeling down and they want to just call me a piece of shit, if it makes you feel better, I'm opening the floodgates.
That's huge.
One might say it's an entire new recipe and an entire new way of satiating the appetite for hate among people. You cooking a meal for yourself that you're eating on your own. Yeah. You're honestly feeding so many people.
Thank you, dude. And by the way, I know I opened the floodgates to let you guys call me a piece of shit, but say you got that from the podcast, so I don't just start seeing that and wondering why. Say it's it's because of the grilled cheese, or it's because you told me to on the podcast. Because then I'll know. The other ones I'll be like, okay, it's something else I did. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You want to be able to know
why I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, have you guys noticed this phenomenon that, and I think this connects to your experience, when you cook your own food, it always tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like I accidentally put some of my dog Gigi's kibble into my rice, beans, and chicken dish. I still thought it tasted dank.
It's good. I love that. What kind of kibble is it? Is it pedigree?
It's I just bought a new one. It's
Purina?
blue.
Oh, like the Blue Mountain.
Oh yeah, Blue, named after Blue, the dog. Yeah, I've seen those commercials.
Blue's Clues. Yeah.
But it's the most expensive one at Vaughn's.
Very nice. It's probably a lean protein, probably some lamb in there. It's probably a protein supplement you're not ordinarily getting. So maybe a kind of a good move to put that in there.
Chicken giblets.
Yeah.
I just got a little self-conscious. Jake, cut all that.
I'll keep it in.
You know what, Jake? Keep it in and keep me saying in that I want to take it out.
Dude, that's very brave of you to do that.
I just, that means a lot to me that you would say that. And I've been wanting to compliment you on your braveness lately.
Thank you very much. I've been feeling pretty brave. I've been taking a lot of more risks of just speaking my truth. And I've realized I have a rage that exists within my being. And I'm taking it out on a lot of my friends. I texted you from many times. Cunt. Bitch. Fucking fucker.
You stuffed a couple there.
I did.
Smart.
I did. But they
genuinely smart.
But they do. Because this is live, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come over to the Patreon if you really want to see me unload. Subscribe to the Patreon if you really want to see what I say to my friends. But I have this rage that exists within me, and I've been letting that out. I learned of this when I actually was in France at the Louvre with my wife. I was looking at the statues. I was looking at Bernini's and Rodin's and a whole assortment of other artists I don't even know. But just seeing the realism in the statue just made me say to myself, I need to be real. And some of that is anger, and I need to let it out.
Jake, during that beautiful soliloquy and post, can you punch in? Because Strider's eyes got watery. And I don't mean this in an exploitative way, but I think that's helpful for people to see. What is generating those teary eyes?
One is the safe space you guys have created here. I really am appreciative of it.
I appreciate you. I wanted to appreciate you because I think you've created a safe space as well. So it's in the safe space.
Thank you very much. And it's nice to have that. It's nice. I feel the embrace of the turtleneck that we're wearing now. And I think it's very French of us. I think European men cry and exude emotion more than the average American male, right. I would say. The average American male maybe only gets to exude emotion when driving in his car alone, maybe at the gym, and maybe at their men's group meetup.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. European men, and I was just in France and I was just in London, they're exerting emotion everywhere. Museums, taking in an espresso during the siesta in Spain, which I wasn't there, but I think they do.
The bite of a croissant.
Every time you bite into a croissant, you're feeling emotion. It's sprinkling all over you, and you go, damn it.
I have half a croissant right now, just sitting in the back door compartment. What do they call that?
Oh yeah, the side panel of the door.
Yeah, where you can leave stuff. What do they call that?
I think that's just. I always refer to it as valette, which is a French term. Just the side panel.
The side panel. Thank you.
The croissant compartment.
If you want to see JT fully cry, switch over to the Patreon.
You know, that's interesting. You brought up the rage because last time we were hanging out, we we went to one of those smash, places where you just smash stuff to get anger out. It looks like the tears are coming.
Oh, dude. This is good.
And I saw you yelling at that old lady crossing the street.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, you slow bitch.
Yeah.
You need a walker, and then you kicked the walker out from under her.
Yeah, I did. And that was on my way to, because the smash isn't enough for me anymore.
Yeah. And I was like, Strider, whoa, calm down. You're like, I don't like slow bitches.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the thing is I live my life at a pace. And bless you. Don't ever interrupt me. And if a slow bitch, and especially an old slow bitch, gets in my way, she's going to have to pay the price. And honestly, the way I look at it is I'm doing her a favor, because there's a lot of guys out there worse than me.
Yeah.
Who would do worse things to that slow bitch.
Would. And you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. So when I kick out a walker from an old lady, it's a wake up call. She should thank me.
I appreciate when you confer that reality to people. When you say, listen, if the homeboys were here, they'd be running a train on you.
Yeah.
And they would not be gentle about it, running back shots. Guy's about 220.
Yeah.
Stiff wood.
And a lot of my buddies,
yeah,
big fucking dicks.
Big dicks. And you say, hey, but here I am. And I'm just telling you, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
But I
don't say it.
But
Nice.
I could be a guy who does something else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So true. And a lot of my boys, like you just said, 6'5", 220, fat fucking dicks, fucking a lot of rage.
Mm.
When they're humping, they want to send that old bitch back to the Stone Age when she was born.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
They knock the dust off.
That's not how the crew here does it, though.
No. I simply just kick out a walker and tell her, hey, let's go. Keep it moving.
I mean, but I did hear you did say at one point, I'm gonna knock the dust off that pussy.
Yeah. I'll say stuff like that. And I do mean it. You know what I mean? But I'd say, because I'll say it in the grammatical sense, I'd knock. Like I would if you don't pick up the pace.
Yeah, and if you don't pick up the pace, my boys will.
Mm-hmm.
Did you stutter?
Yeah, exactly. I'll say, did I stutter? And then, a lot of times the old lady, she can't really hear well or something like that. And at that point, I'll just go, unreal, and just keep it moving. And I'll do it to everyone. I'll do it. Not really a guy. I really wouldn't do it, though, to a guy younger, stronger than me. Virile. I wouldn't really do it to a guy. Older woman, weaker, smaller male. Yes. I'll
You get your demos.
threaten them. Somebody who maybe is missing an appendage, because I'll know how I can attack and defeat them. But a full, virile, strong male, no, I wouldn't really say that to them.
Right, because if they're missing an appendage, you'll take the prosthetic and beat them with it.
I'd threaten it. Yeah. I'd say something like, you think you're moving slow now? Just wait till my boys are done with you. Because my boys are horny.
Man, Europe really, you really evolved after Europe.
Dude, I would say It really was. I was hesitant to go. I would mutter to myself, my wife, she's making me go on this trip. Travel, she knows it's tough. Stuff me in a tin tube for 10 hours. They better have good movies. And they had a pretty good, decent movie list.
Good.
I didn't watch it. I locked myself in the bathroom and enjoyed adult videos.
That's such.
Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
They block that.
I'm getting emotional thinking about it. Oh no, I have hacks.
I use a VPN.
Yeah, I use a VPN. Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
That's nice you're crying, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very French of me to cry.
I think it's really amazing.
Thank you. It's just I don't spend much time around men anymore.
Hold space for you.
Thank you. Hold space for my tears today.
Guys, we are brought to you by the legends at Home Chef. Home Chef is the best meal kit biz in the game, guys. If you want to, get your meals planned out with healthy options, good ingredients, guys, hop on the Home Chef train because they've got good quality and they make it fast, simple, and easy. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering our listeners 50% off and free shipping for your first box, plus free dessert for life. Go to homechef.com/go deep. That's homechef.com/go deep for 50% off your first box and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/go deep. Must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert.
JT, you've been going to jiu-jitsu and getting pinned on purpose.
That's true, yeah. Thank you. Because I've been a little reluctant to brag. But, yeah, I see a crisis in men. A feeling like they can't overcome. And for me to help guys going through that, give them a free pin. I'll go into jiu-jitsu, warm up on the mat, and then I just let them work it out. On me, through me, almost in me.
It's a very, very giving of you.
Yeah, and I feel good because to me, I can get so wrapped up in winning.
Yeah.
It feels good to help a guy.
Society tells us to constantly win, accumulate success. You know, it's nice that you can step onto the mat and have a space where you can take an L.
It feels good. And then I realize, like, why try to win a fight?
Yeah.
Who taught me that was the right thing to do?
You know, Dalton in Roadhouse says no one ever really wins a fight.
Exactly. Should we do cues?
Yeah.
Guys, we prepared questions for one another. This is a thing we do on this podcast. Strider, do you want to go first?
Honored to go first. Perhaps I should go just right around.
Perfect.
Make it easy. JT, here's one. And this is a vulnerable one to start out with.
Yeah.
What is a time you've been the most proud of yourself and jealous of another? Kind of a 2-for-1, so I'm cheating a little bit here. A time you've been most proud of yourself and then a time you've been jealous of another.
I don't know if it was the most jealous, but I remember one time I was out in downtown LA with two of our buddies, Joe and Reggie. And I think me and Reggie had been going for the same girl.
Yeah.
And you remember?
No, I don't. Was I there?
I don't think so.
No, I was just saying I can relate to that. I see where you're going. Sorry, I'll shut up.
And then, no, please.
Stupid fucking bitch. I'm such a stupid fucking bitch.
I actually like that you interrupted there.
Really?
Yeah, because it felt like you were just so compassionate towards my experiences that even the moments where I came up short resonated deeply in your own memory.
That's what I was trying to convey with my sort of, what's the French term for a emotional yet broad statement of, yeah, I'm sure there's a French term for that.
L'esprit de l'escalier?
Exactly.
That's what I think I'll remember what that means later. So,
You'll have deja vu.
hey. I was out at the bar with those two, and Reggie pulled the girl. I think her name was Paulina. And I was pissed. And so I went on a tear. I just started hitting on every single other girl at the bar because I didn't want to be alone. Or I just wanted to be in action. Or maybe I was horny.
Yes.
And our buddy Joe came up and he said, "Can't you just be happy for Reggie?"
Really?
Yeah. And I said, I'm not mad at Reggie. I'm just really horny, man. But I think Joe was right. I think I was a little bit jealous.
Of course.
What was the did Reggie just take her back, or was he making out with her on the floor? How did it go down?
They were just vibing. If her energy was a telekinetic burst of like laser beams emanating out of her, a la Cyclops, her focus was all Reg. And it was clear we weren't going to bone. I think she ended up having a 3-way with one of our other friends and his girlfriend, though.
That's pretty radical. Ah, Jake, very nice.
Jake, very good reference.
What was it established up top? Like, you guys were like picking out tail, and Strat, you're like, I'm gonna find a slow bitch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because when I go out to the bar, my number one priority before getting it in is teaching a slow bitch a lesson.
Yeah. And then so you guys saw Paulina. Do you say, at the same time I got her? How'd it go down?
I think it was more our friend's girlfriend brought a girl who was pretty. And at that point, all of us were like, all right, I'm going to take a crack at this. And I wasn't on my shit. My steez wasn't hitting. I was low and slow without much horsepower. And she wasn't digging. And Reggie was on it. He was bringing it. And he deserved it. And in that moment, I felt not myself, not my best. I think that's probably the times I've felt the most acute jealousy is when I've been out in the world and the honeybees are running with other fellas and you're close to it. You can see it and there's not much you can do about it. And you just have to sit in the disappointment and hopefully there's a food truck.
Amen to that. I mean, I can relate so heavily. There was a guy who I went to high school with, greatest dude ever, nicest guy in the world. Had amazing game. The chicks loved him. He honestly didn't even need to have game, although he did. I will give him that respect. 6'4", handsome, good at basketball, smart. And it was a term after his last name, we would say, oh, and you'd be running game on a girl and it wouldn't work out. And you'd go, bro, don't worry, it's not you. She's been Hernandezed.
Yep.
After our boy Hernandez. And he just had such powerful game. You to give yourself, to quell your own spirit, you would just have to say, okay, she's been Hernandezed.
Yep.
And so, yeah, this night she got Regied. Paulina got Regied. And then when have you been proud?
I'm proud of myself fairly often.
You should be. I love to hear this.
That means a lot to me that you would say that.
Should be.
Because I think you should be as well.
Thank you. I think maybe deep down, I find that I'm the slowest bitch there is. And maybe that when I'm projecting this upon other old ladies, 75 plus typically, I'll look for a retirement center. I'll Google places, shady, silver, calm, any sort of retirement facility, hospital, just to find old bitches to tell them to hurry the fuck up.
Yep.
And I think I'm the slow bitch. Maybe I'm just projecting that. And maybe I should tell myself to hurry up.
There was near our old apartment on Hayworth, people used to fall down outside all the time. You just be driving and there'd just be an old person
You
On a
rescued
sub-
like 3 old ladies and brought them back. They like knew you at the place from bringing back old ladies.
There was days where I didn't have time to bring them back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you'd see them when you'd come back from whatever you did.
And I'd be like, I'm just going to have to leave Dolores out today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you meant bring them back to your crib.
Chad, you don't have to out me like that. I did fuck them.
Dude, you were getting, dude, he was, dude,
I would.
JT, dude, as his roommate, dude, hey, roommate verification, Chad. JT was swimming in puss.
The old lady
Vintage.
would fall down. She'd
Vintage.
Like, bring me back.
Yeah.
Bring me back to the home. It's on Melrose. I'd say, nah. We go for a little bit. Let me take you back to my crib. Let me fix you up right. And then we get in there. This is where low and slow works. I'd make them some soup. I'd graze her hair. And I'd say, when's the
Dude, we'd have a
when's the
fucking,
last time someone really touched you?
I remember when I first came to your apartment there.
Yeah.
You had an older lady in there, and you were spitting some game. I was just observing. And you're like, yeah, you broke your hip 6 months ago. Let me break it again.
The nice part about old people too, bro. Anal. No lube.
Right. Because it's so loose.
Just loose and always greasy.
Damn.
So that sounds like disgusting, but if you like,
no, that's not disgusting.
That
Right.
makes me want to call my fiance and be like, you better get old quick.
That's the best part, dog. That's why you get married.
Yeah.
a lot of fellas don't know about that either. Like you got to be like a real like dog, like slash player to know. But yeah, like granny butt is so easy.
It's so wet. It's so
It's
loose.
so wet and it's so, for me, it's the one thing that's better.
Dude, it's the bomb.
Oh, you're slamming granny ass too?
All the time, bro. Dude, I told my wife, I'm not getting in. I said, first thing I said when I met her, what up? Second thing, are both your grandmas alive? She said, yeah. I said, all right, we can do this. And then I scoped out the grandmas. I was like, okay, my wife, she's going to age right. She's going to age how I like, you know? And then you slip into that granny butt, dude. Fucking give her a butterscotch. Know what I'm saying?
Saltwater
Say,
taffy.
Yeah. Enjoy a nice saltwater taffy.
Dude, I remember at the same time when I pulled up to your apartment, I remember you were out front with a megaphone in some old bitch's face, just like, you move slow, old bitch. You move slow. That's why you fell down. That's why you're off balance.
Exactly.
You got no, you got hand-eye coordinations. You do some yoga, old bitch.
I'll go right up to her. You're out of your era. You're out of your era. Find your era. Hurry up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
And then, you clap cheeks. Sometimes I'll clap cheeks. Sometimes they like it, Take them back to the crib.
Beautiful. You want to...
Oh, yeah. So that was the most proud you've ever been, was when you clap cheeks with an old bitch?
Yeah, I think the times where I've been truly selfless and helped older people feel connected.
You actually seriously have done that. Remember you put on a comedy show at the retirement home?
Yeah, that was fun.
You have done a lot of great things. Okay.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
Welcome. How do you say welcome in French? Delion. Chad, speaking of age, and if you could go back 10 years, what would you change? Just so you know, for a time frame, it's the 12th of November. So November 12th, 2015, that era, Adele's Hello was topping the charts.
Whoa.
Creed came out in theaters that Thanksgiving. So that's kind of the era that we're talking about, just for frame of reference.
What would I change in my life or in the world?
Dude, I'm glad that you've taken a question that I asked and made it even better. So however you're feeling. I mean, I guess you're such a selfless guy. Maybe the world, maybe you change something within yourself and it makes the world a better place. I don't know. However you choose to answer that.
What would I change 10 years ago?
I guess I was thinking it when I was asking it. I was kind of thinking internally, or maybe in your career or something like that, or
career.
But don't be bogged down by that.
I think I would change. You know, I was a young whippersnapper.
Yeah.
I was teaching surfing.
Yeah.
I was doing surf instruction, and my focus was on teaching German girls.
Yep.
But now after this conversation, I'd say I wish I had been like, no, this is a surf school for old bitches.
Yeah.
Because, you know, as you guys know, surf instruction is, the job is you're basically a gigolo. You know, you say, pop up on the board, and then we fuck.
Yes.
And so that's how it would go. You know, I'd be like, Donka Shane, let's go back to the van and knock boots. But, you know, if I'd been plowing vintage ass, who knows where I'd be today.
You'd have such good wisdom. The pillow talk afterwards is just wisdom.
And you know, thank you. Yeah. And like I was using a Sunbum as lube.
Oh, wow. Max feel.
And I spent most of my income on all that Sunbum, but knowing that granny ass is nice and wet, I probably would have saved some money.
How close to 0% of surf sessions actually do go in the water?
0.
Yeah, so I thought. All right. Excellent first round of cues. Love getting to know my bros better.
Strider,
Yes.
what is the best sandwich?
This is an excellent question. You know, people might say the Reuben, but I can tell you, you can't eat a Reuben every day. And I want a sandwich I can go to every single day. And for my money, and this is going to be lame, I can't just say a turkey sandwich. This is so hard. I'm not going to say a wrap. I've been having really good Caesar wraps lately, but it can't be a wrap.
It can.
Can I say, if I could eat a sandwich every day, I almost want it to be like some sort of chicken aioli sandwich. This is a great question, and it's getting me very hungry. You know what? I have it. And it's on the heavier side. I'm going to go with a turkey club. But I'm going to add a nice piece of cheddar cheese in there. Because I was in Ohio and I had a turkey club on multigrain. And a turkey club, for those of you who don't know, it's the 3 layers of bread. It's always got to be cut into triangles, 3 layers of bread. Turkey, bacon, lettuce, tomato, the mayo spread, or ideally like a garlic aioli these days, or sometimes maybe even a chipotle aioli if you can. And then I would add avocado and a piece of a nice thick farmer's cut of cheddar cheese. And I'll tell you right now, you might be able only to get through half of it. You eat the other half later. That's your whole meal for the day.
In your estimation, is turkey the best meat for a sandwich because it has a more neutral flavor profile?
Yes. And bacon is a greedy ingredient. I don't even love bacon, but if it's a club, it has to be on there. But yeah, turkey, I feel like a lot of times I don't really dig on swine that much. I will get an Italian sandwich. I'll get a turkey sandwich Italian style. That's how I like it.
I love Italian style.
The best. But I don't really want all the, I don't really like the salamis and the hams.
There's too many meats.
It's too much. I don't like all that. Whatever the gabagool is, whatever the meat is that has like the mortadella, whatever that has like the white chunks in there, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Side note, a deli is a great place to yell at an old slow bitch. Did you hear your number? He said 85. Huh? What? Did you hear your number? He said 85. He's not talking about your age. What? She just got rizzed up.
Chad, What is the best time of day?
I mean, immediately I just went to sunrise.
Whoa.
You have a cup of joe. You're waking up early because you were disciplined. You got to bed at 10. You woke up at 6. It's still dark. You got the whole day ahead of you. You get your Nespresso. Your dog is looking at you like, are you ready to go? I'm like, hold a beat. I'm going to make a cup of joe. Then you walk out. Sun is coming up. You're barefoot, feet in the grass. You're grounding. The sun comes up. You just look at it. You know, you stare into the sun to wake up your mitochondria and your midichlorians, and you have that cup of coffee and you look at your dog and you're like, it's going to be a good day. Let's go take a walk so you can take a shit.
Now, you've shown up many times on the Nextdoor app, a Neighborhood Watch app. I've seen it. Culver City man, penis out, coffee mug, standing on lawn again.
Yeah, I do that in the front yard.
I think what's cool though is that most of the people on the Citizen app say actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, they say, come check it out. That's what they say. Hey, guys, don't miss it.
Yeah. And, it started out as a problem. You know, they didn't know me and they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, the fence blocks the sun. I need to get on my dink, and, you know, it's open, and I have a boner. I still have morning wood. But now it's fantastic. You know, a lot of slow bitches walk by. I'll be like, hey, Nancy, hey, Jan. And they're like, oh, can you help me come fix my shed? You know, I've got the lemon tree is looking fantastic. I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. You know, just as soon as I go soft, I'll come over.
And is the sunrise more special because you know there's not a lot of people who are appreciating it?
Yeah. I think it's that. It's you feel like you've got the jump on people. You know, you're like, I'm up and I'm ready to rock. And then it's just the possibilities. What's going to happen today? When the sun is setting, you're like, day's done. It's over. But the sunrise is like rebirth. It's, what am I going to do? You know, I could do anything today. I could yell at a slow bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to, you know, I could eat a croissant and start crying. I could have a French dip.
And the thing is, if you don't yell at a slow bitch today, she could be gone tomorrow. They're old.
Strider, what's your favorite compliment you've ever gotten?
Wow.
Were you taken aback?
When have I been most taken aback by a compliment, I would say?
No, I meant were you taken aback by his question?
Yes, I was. Because you know what? So much, and I think a lot of us do this, and you'll notice I infused it into your question as well. I wanted to hear a moment when you were proud. So often we reflect on the negative and remember the criticisms. Rare is the occasion that we sit back and say, let me take a compliment. Or, you know, it's custom. The custom is to, if you receive a compliment, to be falsely modest to a degree. Oh no, you're just saying that. But sometimes, you know what? Thank you. And when have I felt, I would say maybe in action is a compliment. It wasn't someone saying something, but for our buddy Mason's birthday, fat shout out, what up? Him and his wonderful wife, Jordana, they said, hey, do you want to sort of MC this event? And that was very complimentary. I was nervous about it. I wanted to do a good job. And I thought that vote of confidence in me doing that. And you saw me, I was sweating, I was nervous. We sat at the same table when I came off. So I would say that actions speak louder than words, and Mason and his very dank ass wife having confidence in me, especially as a performer, to do some time and then to keep the vibe right. That was really the highest praise, was like, hey, we want you to have a good vibe at the party. And I thought that was sick. Someone saying, hey, you party well. And I had an espresso martini.
Did you?
Oh yeah. My first one ever. liquid cocaine. Very good. And I think everyone had a great time. I was like, kind of made me think of when you used to throw parties. Like you'd get nervous before the party and I'd be like, dude, why are you nervous? It's sick. We're all here. The chicks are going to show up. And people always did, but I do get that. It made me empathize more years later with that, being like, dude, I was like, I gotta bring the energy, but you can't be false about it. I was like, I just gotta be me. So that was the highest praise.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks.
Of course. See what I did? I can't even take a compliment. I have to take the light off of me and put it on someone else.
You did great that night.
Thank you. I feel like I could have done better, but you know, I appreciate you saying that.
You also made a smart executive decision when you were up there.
Yeah.
They told you to, what?
There was a little bit of time between when performers were coming up, and it would have been quite a bit of time. Cause like they had to come up, it was like during dinner and dessert and stuff. And it would have been quite a bit of time. And no one wanted to, I would have been doing like maybe 30 extra minutes. And I think everyone wanted to hang out and chill.
They wanted you to vamp for 30 extra minutes while people were eating.
Wow.
And Strider said, you know what? I'm just going to give everybody a break. Let them eat. Let them recharge for the next act.
And I think it did. And the next act crushed.
Dimitri Martin.
That is a really smart move.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
And you know what? That was the vote of confidence. Had I been a younger self, I might have been I wouldn't have had the awareness to make that move. When I was road dogging with you guys, feeling out the audience, knowing kind of what they want, the give and take, just the energy. It's like, oh, they kind of want to chill here, this environment. So, yeah.
What was it? Vin Diesel was there, right?
He was.
And did you see Vin Diesel from the stage?
You know what? I think he showed up after. Because, you know, Vin Diesel, he ain't going to be right on time. He's probably out doing a heist.
And JT, you got a photo with him.
I did.
How was that conversation?
He was really nice.
Yeah.
Like genuinely. I went up to him. I told him a sad story to get the photo. And he said, you know, you don't have to do the sad story. We can just take the photo, man. And he said it in a very warm and gracious way. And we both kind of had a chuckle. And then we took our second picture together. The first was you and me with him at Jordana and Mason's wedding.
It's the most epic picture ever.
And I was in a different place this time because, you know, I have kids now. And when we took that first photo, I was on mushrooms. And so I hope to get a third photo at some point because they've become kind of, you know, it's like planting a flag in this decade.
Yeah.
I think you will. I bet the opportunity will arise. We missed you that night. You were at a friend's wedding.
Yeah, I was in Palm Springs. Yeah.
Oh, Palm Springs. Good city for old bitches.
Oh, dude, the wedding was happening. I was on the sidewalk. I was like, you know what I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rent a golf cart, cruise around, pick them up.
Oh, dude, it was like GTA out there. You know.
You strap them into the back where the golf clubs go. Just strap them in, take them back to the crib.
Yeah.
I have to say, too, I think some people might misinterpret our hazing of older women as a kind of cruelty. But I've heard from older women themselves that worse than being mistreated is to be forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Amen to that. Yes.
Dude, my mom was in town over the weekend. She's the best.
She is.
And we were talking with my fiance about getting good sleep. And my mom goes to my fiance. She's like, you know what really helps you go to sleep? Sex.
Really?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, your mom was wingmanning you?
She wingmaned me. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was like, Mom, say anal.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, anal. She's like, anal.
It helps you get such good Z's.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
It is huge. Yeah.
I need your mom
She's
to come
awesome.
over. I'd like your mom to come over to my house and just clutch me up with some good wingmanning.
Yeah. She's like, oh, did you guys try fucking?
Mm-hmm.
All right, JT. Your question. What's your ideal political career look like? And don't be modest.
Forgive me, I was going to be. I think my ideal career would be someone like Carter Glass, the senator. who created a lot of the financial frameworks and regulations that still exist today, like Glass-Steagall. He was a white supremacist. I would drop that part of it. But he was a strong advocate for the common man being protected and for not letting rapacious business just run amok. Like, I think if they would have listened to him more, we might have averted the 1929 financial collapse. But what I liked about him was that a lot of his popularity stemmed from taking unpopular stands. People voted for him not always because they agreed with him, but because they believed in his integrity. And even he stayed too long. Like, he got old, and he was like, I don't think he showed up to Senate for like 2 years, but he refused to retire. I would, like a lot of the McConnell, Pelosi types we have today. So that was not as chill. But long after his heyday, they wanted to honor him with a parade, and he said no. And I like that too.
That's cool.
But yeah, I like someone who, I mean, he was a little vain. Like, I think he got jealous when someone else held a financial congressional hearing and was like getting credit for going after the JP Morgans and those guys. Like, he was like, this is a circus. And everyone was like, I think you're just being a hater because you wish it was you sticking the knife. So he wasn't perfect, but I like a guy who's not all the way at the top of power, but he's just kind of keeping power accountable.
That's cool.
I like that. You
Carter
gotta have
Glass.
dudes like that. What's his name?
Carter Glass.
Carter Glass. So yeah, you'd like to be, dude. So you want to be a senator? I could see that. You would rip.
I don't even know if I think I do worry that they're all letdowns.
Yeah. Once you get in there, you have so much money coming at you.
Like, the job itself is a letdown?
Yeah. And I worry a lot of times it seems like they all capitulate on their beliefs to kind of soothe the mob's desire. Like people are like, you got to make this law. And he's like, I don't really think it's a good law. And they're like, but everybody wants it and everyone's pissed off at these guys. And if you don't make this law, you won't get reelected.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, I'll make it a law.
Yeah.
And you're like, well,
I forget.
is that a good way to live your life?
I forget what someone said where they were like, senators shouldn't only be allowed to get reelected if like they keep the budget at like a certain level, if they just like basically like there needs to be like output qualifications, and one of them was economic, and other things of being like, because can you run indefinitely for Senate, or you can only serve a certain amount of times?
No, I think you can run forever.
Yeah, so it's like if you are in these like the congressional side or the senator side, you should only be allowed to keep running if like the government has run at an efficient rate.
Mm-hmm.
You should only be allowed to be up for reelection.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense because there is no check on that. Like if you're any other position, you just get fired. I suppose the election process is that, but like we just said, it's the average American, when they look at the ballot, oh, the dude's still in it. I don't really know much about him. Okay, I guess I'll just revote.
Yeah.
JT.
Yo.
What major league sport do you think you could step in and coach tonight if you had to?
Basketball.
I thought you were going to say that.
I do think football is a bit
It's a lot
more sophisticated and detail oriented in terms of the preparation and the game plan.
And think about this. You also got to win the personalities of these guys too a little bit. You got to get them like 13 dudes is easier than 53.
And basketball is a little bit simpler now than when we grew up. It's not as much like Princeton offense and like knowing like, you know, the cuts and the sets. It's more, feels like a lot more clear out isolation stuff. Just have your best guy go off the dribble. And I know I'm oversimplifying it, but it does feel like you could get away with it a little bit longer than you could in football, but I could do them all.
Chad, if you were a male model, which you could be, what would your signature look be called?
Oh, good question.
Oh, damn.
What would your blue steel be?
My blue steel. Can I go full body?
1,000%.
I mean, can I say mangina?
Oh, that's a genius. Yes, that's genius. But is that a look that already exists?
Right. I have to make my own.
Yeah.
Um,
I do think you'd have a good... A mangina would be in your arsenal.
yeah. Ah, man. Yeah, because if I were in the Victoria's Secret runway, just toss a fat mangina.
I mean, you could call it the Chadgina.
The Chadgina. I think maybe maybe the I guess you guys call it the fruit bowl. I called it the goat, but give a look back, like a smirk, where it's like I'm putting my dick and balls through my legs, but I'm looking back and smirking. And I think that's a good way to showcase hats.
Nice. Yeah.
So it's like, I'm rocking the new era Dodgers fitted cap. This one has a new material, or this one has a light up like LED thing, and I'm giving a goat looking back at you like this. So imagine my...
Yeah, this is really good because, from this perspective, it challenges the viewer to say, hey, look at this beauty down here, but then the marketability of what's happening up here.
It shows that the hat, the item is so good that it beats out my dick and balls.
Well, and I almost feel like you just do that face, and then they could take your body out of it and superimpose your body looking forward and do it for any look.
Yeah.
But the face is really good.
You like that?
I think it's genuinely great. And I think the key is every time you pose, your dick and balls, or you're doing the mangina, the goat, the fruit bowl, but you got that face.
Right. So it's always there, just...
Yeah.
Right, but like, look, but then all of a sudden, we just take the head off of it and we're doing a tuxedo thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's really good.
This is very good.
Thanks, guys.
It's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to be. It's very interesting.
Do you have one?
A pose?
I must assume.
Wow. Whoa. That's so sexy. I didn't know you could be that sexy.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
I call that...
fevered resistance.
Yes. Jake, can we Google fevered resistance in French and how to say that? How do you say fevered resistance in French? And I think that might be the proper phrase.
Do it again. But it was more. It was more furtive. Oh, okay. Are you crawling out of your skin a little bit?
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Slightly more, a little less agita, but in that range. Very good. Very good.
This is called resistance février. How do you... Yes, resistance février by Dior.
Dude, what about those Johnny Depp
I love them.
commercials? Remember what he did those? It was like for like
with
like Prada or something.
It's like with the guitar where he's out in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
It's amazing.
I want to eat. Do you guys know that you can hear yourself speak in different languages on video?
Dude, I saw you post that. I love that.
Like it's Strider. You can hear Strider. Let's hear Strider speaks Portuguese. Or do you allow translations?
Obrigado.
Maybe you don't allow translations.
Veux-tu que va le souhait?
This is me in.
Vedu.
This is me in Portuguese. Oh damn.
It says your voice.
Is that cool?
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
You're asking about a huge hog?
Yeah, it's in Portuguese.
That's incredible.
Does it in Hindi and Spanish too.
Amazing, dude.
Um,
I think it's
Who's on my
JT's turn.
to Strider?
Yes. I'm all ears.
What is the best song of all time
Damn, that's a great freaking question. For some reason in my head, I know we did the song draft. Baba O'Reilly just popped into my head, but I think there are greater songs than that. Dude. Maybe we used to play this song when we drive a lot. The Spencer Davis Group, Give Me Some of Lovin'.
Oh,
You can't not hear that song and be absolutely fucking stoked. I think Rolling Stone magazine says that Bob Dylan's Like a Rolling Stone is amazing. How do you feel? It's an amazing song. Honestly, dude, Knocking on Heaven's Door, I was just listening to that last night and I was like, this fucking song rips. It might be a song that's been overly commercialized, like, you know, Landslide. Every time I hear it, I change it, but it's an incredible song because I've heard it too much and I don't really seek that vibe often. But I'd say, man, this is a great question. I'm probably missing one. I'm just in my brain. I'm like, I know later I'm going to be like, oh no, that's it, is what I'm fearing right now. Yeah, The Weight is great by the band. But yeah, probably I'm just going to have to go with Spencer Davis Group is what I'm thinking right now.
I think that's a great pick. A truly great pick.
And Ghostbusters also picks that song. What do they use to spread joy in Ghostbusters 2? The song that they choose is so fucking good in Ghostbusters 2.
Look it up, Jake. Cause my feel's kinda high. Didn't take it easy cause the place is on fire. Come on, bud. You know what to do.
Let's see.
Take it to baby and then we do it to you. Cause I'm so glad you made it.
I'm so glad you made it.
You gotta give me some loving. Give me some loving. Give me some loving. Such a cinematic song too.
It is. It's great.
I mean, it's inextricably connected to image. Chad, better surface, sand or grass?
Sand. Instant microdermabrasion. Smooths your skin. Grass, you could be allergic to it. It gets you wet. It's prickly. Sand, it's like nature's Tempur-Pedic. It just forms to your body. And then microdermabrasions your skin, makes you feel smooth. You're in touch with minerals. It's a little bit tougher to bone on. I'll give it that. Oh, grass. I think I would prefer to bone on grass because, you know, we've all boned on sand before, and
yeah, a lot of sand got in my butt.
That time we boned.
Yeah.
How are you doing, by the way?
Still feel it.
It's very nice. I think a lot of people are gonna be fucking pissed.
Do you think grass is number one among the Gen Pop?
I think so. I think people are gonna remember hot sand on their feet, and I think they're gonna remember sand getting stuck in their shoes.
Also for an estate.
But I'm glad you went with it. Let me say that as well.
That makes me even more passionate about it.
I'm not slashing your pick.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are gonna be fucking pissed.
Here's the thing. People say you don't want to get sand in the house, but you do. If you go to someone's house and they have sand in the house, that's a cool dude. You know who has sand in his house? Jamie O'Brien. Kelly Slater.
Jafar.
Matthew McConaughey circa 2008. Or 2006, or whenever Surfer Dude came out.
Oh, yes.
Sand in the house is fantastic.
Yeah, I think I like sand. I like that you went experimental with it, or experiential with it, rather than aesthetic, because a lawn, I thought you were going to talk about a lawn, you know?
I think a lawn's
and a French
overrated.
estate famously have well manicured lawns. But a Buddhist garden has the sand, so it also is aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. Kids can play in it. Can make a sand castle. It can I think sand is fantastic. My turn?
Yes, sir.
Strider, what's your favorite piece of furniture?
The credenza. The credenza. It
Can you
is
amplify?
absolutely. It is the centerpiece of the living space. A lot of people think it's the couch. A lot of people think it's the TV. A lot of people think it's the rug. If you've seen Big Lebowski, it ties the room together. It is not. It is the credenza. And for my money, a West Elm. Oftentimes marketed as a suspended media console. Oftentimes a buffet. Oftentimes a wardrobe. Thing is, a lot of times they're all one and the same. It's a versatile piece. You can put it in a bedroom. It's also great for boning on top of. It's the perfect place for your wife to put you up on. And she can have her way with you.
She does the Amazon.
Yes, Amazon Post is my number one. Your wife can absolutely just plow you on top of a credenza. It's also a place where I keep all of my belongings. You know, my wife has said, this corner of the space of our house will be this, the kitchen will be this, and she'll make all the decisions for my whole life. And then everything, my past and who I am, can be shoved inside of the credenza. So it's nice.
Your whole life is just shoved in there.
My whole life is the left cabinet of the credenza. So that's nice that it fits in there. That's where you can keep the male experience. Your old lacrosse helmet, your lava lamp, your Band of Brothers DVD box set, your favorite t-shirt, all of my journals. Although my wife will read through them first, then I'll put them in there.
Your diploma.
My diploma's in there.
Pictures of your family.
Pictures of, yeah, exactly. So I can remember them.
Because you haven't seen your family since you got married.
No. Yeah, I know. Don't get to see them. I do. Yes, all of my participation trophies are in there. And it's just a beautiful looking piece. The wood, a cherry oak. It's very nice. You can get a cheap one at IKEA if you're a bro just out of college looking to, level up your space a little bit, impress a lady. JT and I famously had a box from Box Bros Moving Company as our credenza for years. Didn't care, didn't think about it. If you want a lady or someone to take you serious in your living space, get the credenza. There
was such power in that. In being unapologetically unimpressive.
True.
It sounds free.
And it was like we were not screaming, but we were adamantly confronting people, potential partners who came into the house with our values. We were like, if you're into nice shit, you came to the wrong place. And if you're looking for a guy who's going to want to make your place look nice, go elsewhere, honey. Because here we got two mini fridges on top of each other, and we got a moving box as the centerpiece of our living room.
Yep. And
welcome to hell.
Or for our ladies who are geniuses, I think they were using Mao's rural theory, where they saw our brains and our blank living spaces as canvases upon which they could paint their ideology of decor.
I think that was the subtle, and I think we knew that actually.
And I liked it. I want to be told.
I think I was saying, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Tabula Rasa. Do what you want with me. I'm here to be remade. And what do women love? To remake something.
Yep.
They love to fiddle with their grubby little fingers.
Mm-hmm.
They are grubby.
Oh, very grubby. Very grubby. All of my wife's fingers are thumbs.
I have a problem with women.
Very brave of you to say. Very brave.
Thank you for saying that.
Of course. Of course.
Because while you're not co-signing my, someone call it issue, you are supporting me in my honesty and exploration of my issues.
1,000%. And that's because I'm afraid of women.
Wow. Perhaps that's the common denominator in the Venn diagram of idolatry versus misogyny interlocking through
And fear is a
through fear.
blanket emotion. While powerful and justified and true, there are components under it that make it up. And that's where the real work comes in.
Well said. Who's up?
It's JT.
Hey, man.
Pick one: a fire restaurant or a fire workout.
This will surprise a lot of people. I'm going to go fire restaurant.
Yeah. Whoa.
I think a workout, I've had some great ones. You know, we did the Murph together. I've powered through several hero wads. I've pushed my CNS with just a extremely challenging hypertrophic workout. Tested my cardio in the ring. But when you go to a restaurant with other people and you taste something that's brand new to you, especially as you get older, you think your senses have touched it all. When you taste something, you don't even know what to comp it to. You say, what is this, a fall day that I'm eating? That experience is art. And it unlocks an emotion in me that is pure appreciation. And so, and even better if that restaurant isn't fine dining. If it's just a regular old spot that anyone can walk in, not break the bank, and still get their mind blown, that is such it's as close to God, I feel like, as we can get. So I'm grateful to the muse of food for when it can sing in my mouth.
Beautifully put.
Fantastic.
But I'd love to lift. You're going to piss?
I have to take a quick whiz.
Are there any more snacks over there, Jake?
Why don't you guys go snack a little bit?
Guys, we are brought to you by the legends at Home Chef, the best meal kit biz in the game. They have high quality ingredients. We all know how frustrating it can be when you've had a long day at work, or you're trying to make that selection of what to eat, and then you get that question, what should we eat for dinner? And you're like, I don't know. And then you decide on something and you're like, but what about all the ingredients? Oh, we have to go to the grocery store and get all this stuff. It's too much. Home Chef comes in, they make it simple, easy, and fun. They have high quality ingredients that can accommodate your diet, and they make making food fun. I made, as you guys all know, chicken, broccoli with parm on top. I made a salmon. I made a friggin' salmon with, I think it was like green beans or something.
Dude, me and my lady are doing it.
You did Home Chef?
Yeah, we did delicious pasta last week.
Oh, you did?
With some veggies
nice.
in it, and like fed it to the kids, and it was the best they ate for dinner. It's a huge bummer when you fix them something and they don't eat. You just get so sad. But then they were garfing it down.
So they love Home Chef.
They do. They really do.
Did you tell them to use your promo code?
No, I messed up. Dude.
Oh, dude. Well, next time they buy it.
My bad, dog.
Yeah. Users of leading meal kits
suck
have
at this
rated
shit.
Home Chef #1 in quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease. For a limited time, Home Chefing is offering our listeners and JT's kids 50% off and free shipping for your first box, plus free dessert for life. Go to homechef.com/go deep. That's homechef.com/go deep for 50% off your first box and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/go deep. Must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert.
Whatever it takes. You ever seen that? Was that movie Saltburn or whatever?
I haven't seen
Let's wait for a good rain. A little on the nose.
Yeah,
A little on the nose there.
You can tell when she's running out of ideas.
Yeah. I was a little on the nose.
She'll just be like, I don't really know what to do with this next scene. How about we just have him fuck a picture of like your dead mom, and then you walk in and shit instantly, and then you leave embarrassed that you shit, and then he walks over and sniffs your shit.
I gotta see this movie.
You never seen this movie?
Mm-mm.
You'd like it. There's a very good nude scene.
Yeah, I heard about Barry Keoghan's hog.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that, I guess, genuinely, the movie ended and she was like, we need something more. And then they were like, what if you just
Whip it out.
pranced around naked? I'm picking on her because I think it's something worth pointing out.
Because she's a woman.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Go. But wait, why is it? I do want to hear this film take actually. For real.
I mean, I think it's where she does do stuff like that. But I was gonna say my brain's not so different. I was finding common ground with the, a subset of people I fundamentally
have a predilection to find disdain in their artwork for.
And beyond art.
Very brave of you to say.
But here's the thing.
Very brave of you to say.
Here's the thing, and this is true. I love talking to women.
It's the best. There's nothing more energizing.
I say that with the implication that you don't.
No, I fear them. I'm greatly afraid. But I do it. I do it. I don't like it. Generally, they're not interested in the same subject matters that I am. How many nukes are there out there?
Anatomy.
How many Amazon trucks are currently driving? Women don't have an answer for that.
Have you checked out Kyle Scanlon?
No, who's that?
She's a chick. She's into shit like that.
Really?
How many nukes are out there?
Right now?
20,000?
No.
10,000?
It's a good question. I do want to know that. I watched, speaking of women, Catherine Bigelow.
House
Phenomenal
Dynamite?
director. Understands men better than men do, which is the root of my fear.
The end of that movie really upset me.
Oh,
I've heard it's like
Did you watch it?
yeah, the ending pissed me off.
It's very upsetting.
it like stops when it starts.
It's
It's-
spoiler
it's
alert.
ambiguous.
Yes.
Wait, will you spoil it all the way?
Do you want us to spoil it? Can we spoil it?
Spoil it all the way.
All right. It's like a Rashomon style film. It's the same instance of a nuke coming at Chicago, launched from an undisclosed destination, which therein lies the confusion. They don't know where to retaliate, so the whole thing is like, what are you going to do? And then you see it from like 3 or 4 different perspectives, the same series of events.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, you see the president's the most important, Idris Elba, Beast. And then literally it's like, sir, what are you going to do? What are you going to decide? And he's like, let me see the handbook. And then it goes to black. And you're like, get the fuck out of here.
You don't know what he decides.
It's so annoying, bro. Let me know what we do.
But based on sorry.
Oh, it is?
Annie Jacobson wrote this book.
JT?
Annie Jacobson wrote this book
there real quick.
called Nuclear War something. Where she details a scenario of what nuclear war looks like. And in that scenario, North Korea launches a nuke. We retaliate. The nuke hits Diablo Canyon in California, which is a nuclear power plant. A nuke hitting a nuclear power plant is double destructive. Ruins California. Within 3 hours, the whole world has been blown up.
Yeah.
That's what according to her, that's what nuclear war looks like. 3 hours, the whole planet is just done skis.
It's so scary.
I hope we avoid that.
Yeah, same. It's like mutually assured destruction is what keeps us from not launching
Yeah,
them.
there's 2 gentlemen standing in a pool of gasoline. One has 5 matches and the other has 3.
Very good. And this one,
Very good indeed.
The movie is called House of Dynamite. All the walls that we've constructed in our home on our earth are walls made of dynamite, and we're living within it.
You know what? I had an optimistic thought about AI.
Yep.
That is a chick? Sorry.
Well, I already have an AI chick.
Oh, bro.
No, sorry.
Sorry, I sidetracked that. I'm
dumb.
really sorry. I'm super horny.
Sorry.
Jake, cut that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Just cut it. The AI will eventually become kind of like side by side with leaders,
Mm-hmm.
And here's the tricky thing about nukes is no one wants to just say, okay, we'll give up our nukes if you give up yours, because then they have the edge, right? So what if AI disables all the nukes at the same time? All the nukes in the world. And it's like, it's done.
I'd love that.
I think that's the way we could do it, because I don't see any other way.
Because you can't trust. That's the
You
thing.
can't be like, okay, Russia, we're going to disable ours. You're going to disable yours too, right? And they're like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's like an unruly family of warring siblings, and then the mom starts dating well put together moral man, and
Yeah.
he comes in like stepdad and just unplugs the Xbox and says, "You guys can't handle it."
Yeah.
Who's up?
I think I might be up.
Minge Monger's roasting me right now. Let's give I said it was an optimistic take, Minge Monger. You never even tasted vintage ass.
Yeah, he's not wrong to a degree, but the cheap cynicism that makes people feel like they're correct builds nothing.
Thank you.
JT, what is the ideal male body type? Dimensions, please. Also, please, an example in film and TV if you have it so I can visualize. Also, I'd like you to consider when deciding the physicality affects personality here.
Oh, well said. I would go purely functional. Daniel Cormier.
Oh, yeah,
Light
dude.
heavyweight champ. Not muscular, just built like a rock, a barrel, a keg. I think Marshawn Lynch, similar body types. I'm talking 5'11" to 6 foot, 220 to 230. Where are the vulnerabilities? Where are you attacking this person?
Yeah, they're not so tall to where you can hit them low and they instantly fall. And honestly, that's kind of the most fun body type. Like when a buff dude like this takes his shirt off, it's impressive but still fun.
It just breaks shithouse. And then they both have really garrulous personalities.
Yeah.
Which I think is an extension of the body type. Like they're both just like beast mode. They're both just like dogs. But there's something also still like relatable and unassuming about them. They're not so distant dimension wise from a regular guy, but they're like the ultimate regular guy.
I love everything you just said. It got me stoked because, dude, and this is weird, dude, like Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama playing b-ball. Sorry for my mispronunciation there. On both names, probably. I don't know. Like I like watching Yao and Shaq play and they're 7-footers, but there's something with Chet and Wemby where I'm like, you guys need more muscle mass. Like, I don't know why. I just don't. Even KD would agree, but KD not so much because I just love his smooth shot. But like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I don't like spindly.
Mine is a combination of like endomorph and mesomorph. I like that hybrid. Yeah, Wemby's crazy to look at. It's there's something you don't feel like we're the same as him.
Yep.
You marvel at him the way you would like an alien.
Which is why I think the NBA should be 5'7" white guys only.
That'd be sick. That would be cool. I mean, if they can dunk, they got to be able to dunk.
Do you know how many fights you'd get? It'd be so nice.
Yeah,
There'd be literally time of them talking shit. No, fuck you. No, it's a foul.
Boop, boop, boop. Just Armenian guys just grappling. Yeah, you just
so
take
good.
the whole 145 class of the UFC and transfer it to the NBA.
Be interesting.
I mean, Wemby's incredible, though. Have you watched him?
It's unbelievable, bro. Dude, his like pull-up shot where he like blocked a guy's shot twice, took like 2 dribbles because he's gigantic, and shot the ball from like the ring on half court and drained it. It was incredible.
You know, I have to give him... I have to give him a lot of credit. To be as tall and uniquely physically gifted as he is and still have that dog in you.
It's rare.
Like he wants it and he's aggressive and he's like, he doesn't take the easy way. It looks like he's going at you. Giannis is like that too, where you're like, damn, like God put a dog in this incredible physical form.
It's nice.
It's a rare thing.
Yeah, enough gentle giants. Shaq was the best. He was Diesel on the court and the most fun guy off the court.
But he did have a deficiency.
True. You're not wrong about that. I have another question.
Do you still vacillate on Kobe? Look, can I ask you real quick? Kobe or Shaq?
I'm a Shaq guy. I used to be a Kobe guy. But I love Shaq. I love him. He works in any era of basketball. Also, so does Kobe. But you can build a team. Phil Jackson could build a team better. Once he was asked, Kobe or Michael, and he said, Shaq. He said, I'll build a team around Shaq. Chad, what was the first song you downloaded on Napster? If you recall that. For some reason, I'm delving into your past. I want to know more about you.
First song I downloaded on Napster.
For those of you listening, Gen Z, this might be an unk take. That was the original free download. Sean Parker, ever heard of him? Yeah, it was like the original LimeWire.
Yeah, first song downloaded on Napster. Dude, probably fucking Bye 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 by NSYNC.
Really?
It's a great song.
I miss those days, man.
Mm-hmm.
Boy bands and just TRL and MTV and the idea of having sexual relations. It's almost better than actually having them. When you're like, man, what's it gonna be like when I just make out with some chick in a field?
Yeah.
I think you're touching on something very true.
The anticipation of boning.
They say like Victorian England, the reason they were so, their repression was actually to generate more horny sex. So they're like, let's be super proper in public. Let's like wear non-sexual, highly covered up stuff just so we're just like, actually the repression is just building.
Yeah.
Like I gotta take her out behind the shanty and put her in the ravine and go just hog muddy wild on each other.
Dude, I mean, can you imagine if you're repressed, you're wearing, big suit, wig every day, your lady's wearing just a big puffy dress, you don't even know what's going on. Then you rip it off and you see just a fat Renaissance bush.
So nice.
The
A
juxtaposition.
little mini wig down there
Yeah.
would be so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just nature versus like, fake.
Yeah.
Just, this is all done up. This is what's real, bro.
Yeah.
I got a hairy monster.
Dude.
But yeah, TRL was the shit, man. I love
Dude,
that
I remember
stuff.
when I would download the Britney Spears Pepsi commercials on Kazaa and just go ham. Just wail on my dink.
Yeah.
Cause I was the nastiest.
The Paris Hilton sex tape.
They had some dirty, filthy stuff on there.
Dude, Paris Hilton.
So fucking that was like jacking off in 0 Dark 30, dude.
You could always tell too, like the porn your friend had told you a lot about them.
Yeah.
Like one of my buddies just into feet stuff when we were like 7th graders. I was like, interesting. But that's not so weird where I was like, I'm not hanging out with so-and-so. I was like, oh, that's interesting. There were some other guys. I said, I think this is the last time we're going to do a slumber party.
Yeah. Yeah. You're out. We don't, enough alien stuff, dude. Hey, dude, let's watch Alien and then let's watch some aliens. All right, dude. You into Body Invasion? No. Hey, man, what time's your mom picking you up in the morning?
Exactly.
All right, cool.
Like, we're trying to come here, pal.
Yeah. You're really harshing my boner, dude.
It's like unbelievable what some of these guys were into.
Yeah.
If for real, they'd be like, oh, have you seen like Japanese tentacle porn? I'm like, no, and nor do I intend to.
Yeah.
All right, how about some big tits getting slopped around, pal?
Oh, man.
Yeah, my
We're
15-year-old
in
brain.
Southern California, for God's sake.
How about some Jenna Jameson boat sex, please?
Exactly,
Oh,
like the
can we get
classic
something
stuff.
normal?
I know, right? And then he's like, oh yeah, like in Japan, they have these weird stuff where they like accost women on the subway. I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Yeah.
Do you even know how to jack off?
Yeah.
All right, we're talking about a hot bimbo with big juggies riding some dumbass with a fucking steel dick. All right, just straight down the middle, mom and pop, meat and potatoes, the good stuff.
Yeah.
And then this kid's over here doing like, in Germany they do it with animals and stuff. I'm like, get the hell out of my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I would do to retaliate? Because he'd be on the keyboard. He'd like want to type that in. And then I'd go, oh, let me type something in. And I'd put in Martin's mom. Straight into the hub. Yeah. And something showed up. It wasn't his mom.
It was his dad.
It was his dad.
That's nice. All right, who's up?
Is it me? Did you just ask me a question?
I think so.
Yeah, he asked you what's the first song you downloaded on. Oh, so I'm
it's
up.
you.
All right, first up to Stride.
I'm all ears.
Better culture.
Whoa.
Better culture. Golf or tennis?
Dude. You know, can I tell you? I don't even play tennis. But I think golf culture, especially now, is in an ultimate valley. I think golf culture has never been lower and never been worse. I think we saw that at the Ryder Cup. I'm sick of these golf bros. I'm annoyed by them. And then other golfers are generally just assholes. Everything's about playing fast, proper etiquette, don't slow the group down. And the guys, everyone's ranking each other's vibes. Now, it can be amazing if you're out there with the boys. I love my boy Bertolino. What up, dude? Love my boy Gibbs, dude, launching nukes down the fairway. But I got to tell you, I think the negative outweighs the positive here.
And so you attribute that to what?
I think there is a grand like broification of golf. I do like the classy etiquette of it. You know, the outfits are kind of fun and it can be cool, but I also hate the country club. You know, everyone's judging each other and being like, "Oh, this guy actually he's invested in this," or "That's the guy that started this business." Shut up! I hate the pedigree. Just go have fun.
So it sounds like there's two things you're upset at.
Yeah.
You're upset at like the old, stodgy, more classist golf culture, but then you're also equally annoyed with this new social media driven kind of.
Yeah, they took something that I originally didn't like and then found a way to make it worse. And then I think with tennis, I'm not quite familiar with the culture, although I do think it'd be fun to go to a tennis match and ooh and ah, and it's like kind of quiet when you watch. I think that's fun. I think honestly playing mixed doubles with your wife, very fun. I think golf famously, gentlemen only, lady forbidden, annoying, old head. I don't like that. Let the ladies come on out. Let's have some fun. I like an activity that I can do with my dank ass wife. I like that you get a better sweat playing tennis. It's actually exercise if you're doing it well. And you still do get to have some nice sandwiches. You can have a little egg salad sandwich. Mm-hmm. We used to whip our shirts off on the tennis court and play.
Yes.
It was very fun.
Didn't we get in trouble for that?
We weren't supposed to, but I liked breaking that rule. That guy, Harold, the head pro at Marbella, would yell at us. And we'd be like, "Harold's such a loser. What a dickhead." In hindsight, he was completely right. We were annoying kids putting tuna sandwiches on our parents' tabs.
And less is more almost. You think we've brought, the net might have been cast too wide for golf. And do you think dudes are acting like what they think a golf guy is supposed to be?
Yes, I think it's completely disingenuous. I think they get married to this idea of who they should be on the course.
Like they're seeing Robbie Berger do it and he's an original and he's great at it.
Love him.
But then they're doing like the third permutation of that.
The waste management's annoying.
I got kicked out of that with John Daniels when we were 21.
I love that.
Me and him were wrestling and they threw us out.
Before it was cool.
It was like already kind of a thing, but yeah.
Now you got guys like taking their shirts off and jumping in the pond. I'm like, come on, dude. But yeah, tennis. I mean, I don't know much about it, but I just think golf is annoying me so much that tennis is the lesser of two evils, I suppose. Maybe it's not even an evil.
Chad.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion on dreams?
Dreams. Opinion on dreams. Here's what I think. When you wake up from a dream, you're like, oh, it's a dream. When you're in the dream, you're like, whoa, this is crazy. I'm living this right now. I had a dream last night that I was being attacked by ghosts while hanging out with Sean Penn's kids, Dylan and Hopper. That's real. And I was living it. And I woke up and I was like, whoa, that was a dream. But here's the thing. What if I went into that and woke up and I was like, oh, the life I just fell asleep in, that's a dream. What's even real? Maybe what I'm really doing is ghost hunting with Dylan and Hopper Penn. And Robin Wright's upset with us because she's like, you know, I'm trying to straighten these kids out and you're getting them into paranormal shit. That's not what I intended. Am I making sense right now?
Yes. So my question then, if dreams are more real than our waking life, does it behoove us to take more naps?
Yeah.
Or is the dose correct? Should you only be in real life for a small amount of the day?
I mean, look at the Spanish. They siesta.
And if I sleep more, is my sleep apnea, what is that?
If you sleep more, your sleep apnea, what is it?
Yeah.
I'd say it's a issue within your nasal cavity.
Okay.
Should get that checked out.
Yeah, you should get that checked out.
You know, it's interesting you bring up the Spanish when talking of dreams because Salvador Dali is a Spaniard and he's often known for his dreamscapes.
Yep.
And I just wanted to say that.
I mean, his famous painting where the clock is dripping, that was his dream of, you know, the whole world, you know.
Persistence.
Yeah.
Persistence. And then, you know, Shakespeare said the whole world's a stage. And I believe Dali said the whole world has come.
Oh.
That's what the drip is.
Because think about it. When we're conceived from cum.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you really think about it, we're all just cum.
Yeah.
And does that relate to his support of Franco?
No, they're separate. He was a staunch fascist. I'm a huge fascist. I also think the whole world has come.
It's Hobbesian, of course, the British philosopher saying that, you know, in our natural state, man will seek to quell his desires for, you know, food and thirst and lust, belly and loin, and by any which means.
Brutal.
And life is brutal, short, often disappointing. Therefore, it is the duty of the state, and in times maybe a fascist like this might think an executive decision maker would be the best promise of security as long as state does deliver on that promise. People want a leader. They want someone to follow. A monarch, maybe. Hopefully, in our instance, it would be a government of checks and balances that would, you know, perpetuate life, happiness, and dank dreams.
I like what you're saying. You know, you mentioned the monarch. I was thinking of, I watched The Crown last year, and I was thinking, like, you know, in The Crown, the royals are like, it's so hard being a royal, you know, you're isolated, restricted. Dude, I would crush it as prince.
You would be
I
a
would
good
be
prince.
so stoked to be a prince. I'd wake up every day. I'd be like, what do you guys need me to do? You mean to go give a speech in Ethiopia? Hell yeah. Do I get a sash? Can I fly the plane? You know, then we got these guys who are like, I don't want to be a duke anymore. I'm renouncing my titles. Cool. I'll take it.
Yeah.
What, like, I'd wake up every day. So I'd be like, dude, I'm a prince. That is awesome. I'm throwing a rager. I'm kicking in my castle. Oh, our country's going to war. Let me hop on the radio right quick. What up, dude? Sorry, we're going to war. I'm with you guys. And let's just all try to, you know, be a little bit nicer to each other. And, you know, just know that when I party, I do party with a little more sorrow, knowing that our boys are going over there to fight.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, fuck yeah.
Like, I would love to be Prince. And then, yeah, sorry.
No, go cook.
I would be so fucking stoked.
It seems like a lot of like princes and princesses and even dukes, like they don't want to do the job anymore.
Yeah.
I don't even think abdication, that didn't happen until like recently.
Yeah.
In the 1800s, you're like, actually, I'm not going to be king. Well, then what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Be poor? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Like, I wish I could live a normal life, where I'm not isolated and restricted. I'm like, cool. I'll take your place.
Yeah.
I'll have the taxpayer fund my lifestyle where I get to go on a yacht and, reveal paintings and, knight people and, wear a fucking crown. You get to wear a sash every day. It's not even your birthday. It's not even your bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing that they kept bumping on was like, oh, they don't let me bone who I want.
Yeah.
It's like, who cares?
Yeah. And can you imagine?
Just marry whoever they set you up with.
Yeah. And
your life is so great. You don't need to be with someone. Love is a consolation when other things aren't going well. Exactly. When your life is going great, you don't need to be with someone you love. Your life is going great.
Yeah. And dude, it's like, can you imagine, when he like abdicates the throne, he's like, cause I want to love who I want to love. And then they start living together and he's like, oh, she chews weird. And he's like, I could have been king and now I have to listen to you open mouth chew. Like, yeah nice going, dickhead.
You have food to chew.
Yeah.
Everyone else out there is, literally a serf.
Yeah.
Working the land, slaving away. And love is to make life bearable. They get love so that life is bearable.
Yeah.
For the masses.
Yeah, they all do it now too. All these British people, they're just like, I want to marry so and so, but our way of doing things doesn't allow me that. But this is my life. I didn't choose this. I prefer to be a person than a prince. It's like, do you actually, bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still want your dough.
They think we're gonna give them extra points for like being emotional.
Yeah.
I love Linda, but they won't let me marry her because her father, worked at the Khmer Rouge. But why should she be judged for her father's sins? And yes, she was married to a pimp from Jakarta. But that was a previous life, and I see into her heart, and she is pure, and she loves me for me, absent of my fame and title.
Yeah, dude. If you
Must be nice.
Yeah, if you're a prince and you have forbidden love, cool. I'm going to the Victoria's Secret fashion show and I'm gonna find new love there.
Yeah.
Dude, what? You get to have a fat wedding where it's like you get like horse and buggies and you wear a stupid outfit and like
outfits hors d'oeuvres are being passed. That's French. What up?
Yeah.
And then champagne's being passed around. Also in a French invention. What up?
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable, dude.
Dude, the audacity to complain about being royal. It's absurd.
You know what that is? It's a royal pain in my ass.
Thank you. All right, Strider, how do you think your personality would be different if you had a huge dong?
I'd be a bad guy. I'd be a piece of shit. I wouldn't care. I'd think I was awesome. I'd probably have tattoos. I would have probably, I think my small penis was a gift because it made me a better lover. It made me develop an arsenal of lovemaking moves. I had to discover the T-dart. I had to discover new positions for myself. I had to discover my sense of fashion. Sick hats that I can wear that are different than a good beanie.
Yeah. You rock a good beanie.
Thank you. I had to make jokes and work on my personality. I had to upgrade my personality so that women and people would like me. And when I did finally have it's kind of funny to say grand reveal of my tiny penis, that they would hopefully like me more enough to not just simply laugh me out of the room. And I luckily found my wife, my dank-ass wife, who when I first showed her my ween, she cleared her throat, she hit a laugh, she hit it, she took a second. And she said, oh, And then she said, oh. Because at that moment she did love me, and she knew in her mind that oh was so much subtext saying, oh.
How does she love you?
I think she loves me in ways more than I can even comprehend.
Does she love you like because like with the super small wiener?
Mm. Oh, you're just even asking how can she love me with that?
Or what's the dynamic? Is it?
We don't use it that much.
You know, it's interesting what you're saying too, because I one time wore a strap on with my fiance, and I slept in it, and then the next morning I had to get up early, and I accidentally wore it all day, and I was like a really different guy.
Interesting. So you had that energy.
Yeah, and it was a little bit toxic.
You went out. Oh, I think I remember you went out and you rented a convertible Porsche.
Yeah.
You got a couple parking tickets, handicap parking tickets that day.
Yeah, totally.
You spent most of the day at the strip club.
And I was just very uncaring.
Yeah. Sometimes you think to yourself, how can the world be so cruel, or people can be selfish? I think it's guys with big penises doing that.
I was parked in the handicap spot, and literally a genuinely handicapped person pulled up and was like, hey man, I'm in a terrible hurry. Give me this spot. And I said, dude, relax.
Yeah. You said, what's the matter, man?
I said, it's not that big a deal. But to that person, it probably was.
And you told him, and you were probably nice about it. You probably looked at the guy and you said, hey, give me a second. Just let me finish my phone call. I'll move for you.
And then, I rented the Porsche, and then I dropped it off at a separate rental car company.
They're all the same.
That was my energy. I said, you guys are all the same. Yeah. And they were like, dude, no, you got to return it to whatever. And I was like, I don't think I have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and then they were like, well, that upsets us. I was like, well, I don't think you have to be upset. There was like I guess they call it big dick energy.
Yeah.
But I couldn't be bothered because I had this big fat strap on just bearing down my leg.
I think you just nailed it. You just nailed it. If we had very big dicks, I just don't have room. I don't have time to be bothered because I've got this piece that's going to get serviced, and if it's going to be your wife that's going to do it, if it's going to be your grandma, if it's going to be someone, they're going to want it.
They're going to suck it.
They're going to suck on it. And I just know that going around. So every day is a good day. And if other people have problems or issues, they got to figure that out.
Mm.
So that'd probably be who I was.
Yeah, sometimes, some of those days I'll be like hanging out with you and we have like a set schedule and we have to adhere to the schedule. I'm like, all right, well, where should we eat lunch? Chipotle, Kava, and you're like, women work at all of those places nearby. They're going to want to suck on it and I'm going to be held up.
And that's why guys with big dicks are late. They're not doing it on purpose.
They're getting sucked.
They're getting sucked. Sometimes in like calendars and schedules and like time and shit like that, dude, like that's for regular people, not people with big dicks. Like you're like, hey dude, what are you doing Wednesday? And I'll be like, what's a Wednesday?
The consequences of their mistakes will never impact how good it is for them.
Like
at the end of the day, they still got a big fat meat stick that's the envy and desire of 3/4 of the world.
Amen.
And the other 25% haven't been awoken to it.
Strider, can you take us through the reveal? Like when you revealed your wiener to your dank ass wife, was it like The Notebook? Oh, you guys are standing across from each other. She disrobed and then you disrobed, and instead of like you guys smiling at each other, she said,
she looked down. She said, "Oh," like that. And then I looked at her and I just said all I could say, and I just said, I told her a funny joke actually in that time.
But you
So I was like, I needed her to like me.
and then you did your look.
Yeah, I did. I was doing my look when I pulled it down to hope. It's like, this is the sexiest look I have. And then I opened my robe and I let it slide off my arms very slowly down, slid down to the ground. She said, "Oh," and then I knew, I was like, "Damn, if I'm not funny in this moment, like, I'm gonna lose her forever, the love of my life."
Mm-hmm.
So I had to do a joke, and so I manginaed her.
But she didn't get it because it already looked like you were doing a mangina.
Exactly. She's like, "What?" And then she kind of got relieved. She's like, "Oh, you're mangining." She's like, "Oh, so your penis is gonna, I'll see it now for real." And then she did see it for real. And then she said, and she finished her sentence, which was "okay," and she said, "Okay." Wow. And that's where ladies say your dick is, it's okay. And she let me know it's okay to be me and myself. So it's quite profound in that regard.
Yeah, if not acceptance.
And what is to be loved if it's not to be seen?
Amen.
What does the Na'vi, I forget the character's name, say to Jake Sully? I forget the woman character's name. The Na'vi says to Jake Sully, "I see you, Jake Sully."
I think that's a nice place to end.